Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name's Madison. Today I have McDonald's and there's fresh fries in here. I'm very excited. So, if I look a little disheveled, it's because I have been really busy this weekend. Yum. There's nothing like fresh McDonald's fries. And then I have a double cheeseburger and nuggets. They didn't give me my ketchup. I just wanted ketchup today. So I had to go back in there and grab it. After already waiting there for like 20 minutes, it was so weird. The experience today was really weird. But I have food now. Oh, these nuggies are hot. Let's get a thumbnail real quick. Okay. As I always say, I haven't eaten yet today. So I started doing Rover because my aunt does very well on it. And I think I talked about it just a little bit on here in my last video. I'm house sitting for someone right now. It's doing really well. I got like a I got a last minute request from someone yesterday to go check in on 2 dogs. They had a backyard, so it was pretty easy because I'm like pretty booked up right now. And their dogs were so cute. It's honestly such a perfect kind of job for me. So I'm really hoping that I can be like super successful at it. But yeah, I was in that McDonald's line, so I was in it for like a while behind the speaker. The person who was in front of me ordered like 24 McChickens or something crazy like that. I don't know. I heard it and I was like, what the heck is going on? I had a mobile order, so those are really easy. Usually, except whenever I told them I had the mobile order, he was like, okay, pull up to the first window. And usually you don't have to unless you want a receipt. So at that point, I was kind of like, oh no, like what's gonna happen? She was like, my computer's down. Can you like pull up into a spot? I'm like, okay. So I pull up and I'm waiting there for a while. This big truck next to me is backed in. All of a sudden the back window starts rolling down. Some kid is screaming like, help me or something. I don't freaking know. I'm guessing that they were just really hungry. So that was kind of funny because then the window starts rolling up and all I see is like the kid's like fingers like stuck in the window. Not actually stuck, but like somebody was like, please get your hand out of that window. This little complex I'm in is like pretty busy. These nuggets are so good. I just turned my car off. I don't know why. I don't know. I also went to go see this guy today. These freaking ketchups have syrup all over them. I went to go see this guy today, him and his wife at his house, because he wants me to sit for them, not next weekend, but the one after that. And I haven't needed to do a meet and greet before, but I did it for this one. Because he said that they've never had a sitter before. And I was like, oh, well, I don't want his dog to feel unsafe when I walk in the house. I'm really glad that I did the meet and greet. Because, first of all, it made me more excited. The dog is so cute. I mean, the dog's name is Cooper. So, like, a dog can't be bad and named Cooper at the same time. It's just not possible. All dogs named Cooper are nice. And he was so excited. I swear these fries are like different. They're like really thick. I feel like these aren't McDonald's fries. I think they ran out of fries and they had to borrow from someone or something. Unless I'm crazy. These feel really thick. And I still work at my current job, like the one that I've been working at. It's just all right. There's a lot of changes going on, a lot of micromanaging, which I don't love. Because why are you hiring us for something and then it has to be like you telling us this burger looks great. It's like they're giving us our own free reign sometimes, but then they tell us check the like SOP, which is where all of our requirements are. And then we go to the SOP and we interpret it the way that it's written. And they come back and say, we get in a meeting, they come back and say, excuse me, the SOP says this, but they don't want to change it, so we have to do it this way. And it's like completely different from the SOP. And it's like, okay, like, what is going on? So that part's a little confusing. They've also changed like the requirements of some parts of the job. That make it like really hard. I can't really go into detail about these things because it's like a protected kind of situation. But it's like, say you're supposed to be looking for something. You kind of find it. but you can't mark it as such because it's not completely that thing. So you're like, okay, let me check for something else that I'm allowed to check for. And you check for the other thing and it's there. And you're like, yes, this thing is here. I get to use the other thing to prove that this thing is not good. But then they say, you can't really use that second thing anymore unless you really, really, really know that nothing else is there. Underlyingly, obviously. Which seems like, oh, okay, like, you know, they want us to do this, this, and that. But whenever you have to check, like when that rule makes it now where you have to check in 15 different places for something, when you could have just checked 2 places, the one that was almost there and then the one that was there, it changes the dynamic a little bit of how you're able to do your job and at what speed you're able to do your job. And it's fine to not go fast, but they want us to do a certain amount, like each hour and such. So it's kind of unfortunate. Attainable, but it just keeps getting harder. And it almost seems like futile at this point due to the aspects that we're kind of working around. There's something about this job that kind of makes you feel because what we're doing is really important, but there's aspects of it that makes you feel like you are kind of helpless in the situations. That was the last nugget, by the way. And then something else for me that really sucks is like, there's so many people like everywhere. There's people that I work with, there's people that I have to ask for help. You know, there's people that ask me for help. We have chats and things like that. And what I really want is to do my job. And while doing my job, like, still have a good time in the chats. But some people are, like, really serious. And it's like they don't want to, like, you know, take the time and, like, laugh all day. But I kind of do. Like, that would help me get through my job. I was wondering why this tasted weird, and it's because they put the cheese on the top and the bottom instead of in the middle, like one on the middle. People sometimes, whenever they're lazy like this, don't understand why certain things are the way they are. Anyways, like, one of my friends one time was talking about her dream in the chat. And this dude got like really up in arms because this dude was in her dream, but it wasn't anything like bad. It wasn't like sexual or anything like that. Apparently he like owned a lake or something, and he she said that his family in the dream was like rednecks, and he got like so offended by that he said it was dumb that she shared it in the chat, but it was just a dream. same dude also got really offended that there was like, part of our job is like looking at obscene things. So somebody shared one of the obscene things, funny but obscene, like not dark humor, literally just funny but obscene. Excuse me. And he was like asking for a trigger warning, and I'm like, this is like a shit posting group. Like, it's supposed to be just like fun, like, you know, like having to worry about like trigger warnings and stuff like that in like a group like that where it's kind of like a closed little area. It's like pretty sucky, because like our job is already hard enough, and now you're like being like very serious on something that was like meant to be funny, especially in a group where you don't have to be in it, like it's a choice. So that definitely sucked. And it was like something about the job. Like, it wasn't just some random obscene thing. Like, it was something that we look at like as our job. So the like complexities of people is just not something that I like to work with all the time. So that kind of makes my job harder, because I want to be in the chat because I want to have fun, but then I don't want to be in the chat because I don't want like to deal with like seriousness. There's these other two people, they're like always talking about like their like very deep rooted issues. I'm like, bro, we're at work, you guys gotta chill. Like, I take some stuff seriously. Obviously, you guys have seen me rant about sandwiches on here. But, like, when we're already having such a hard time, the one little area of work, we don't have to be serious and then try to make it serious, that sucks. All right, I've said it before, I'll say it again. There might be things in my teeth, but I want to bid you adieu. I hope that you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. I hope you like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe. You should do it, especially if you got this far. If you're already subscribed, I love you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.